the book of Genesis. We are at the Parsha where we open with, this is the story of the generations of Yitzchak, of Isaac, our forefather. And we already have had the most important incident in Yitzchak's life in another Torah portion where he was on the altar. We all know this story. We read it every Rosh Hashanah. And so that really is the big moment in Isaac's life. And we don't have a lot of Isaac material, actually. So some scholars believe we've lost a lot of the Isaac material. And some believe that he was just kind of put there to unite the stories of Abraham, one of the ancestors of ours, and Yaakov, another mythic ancestor. And that Isaac is kind of grafted onto those to pull them together for the early Israelite narrative. In either case, I often overlook Isaac. He's kind of a nebbish, guy. He doesn't leave the house. He doesn't leave home. He's the only one of our ancestors to not really go out and do much of anything. And in this week's Torah portion, there's a little episode that says that he'd gotten so wealthy and he'd had so many folks that became associated with his clan that the neighbors get jealous and they start to feel threatened. And in the ancient world, it was a very real threat, right? That someone could raise an army and you were toast. So they were very concerned. And so they stop up the wells that Abraham, his servants, had dug. They stop up those wells. In the ancient Near East, especially in the area that we're talking about, which is near Beersheba, it's very hot, it's very dry, and it's a very difficult climate to be a semi-nomadic pastoralist in if there's no rainfall. And so stopping up wells in the ancient world was actually a very, very serious business because it drove the economy of the ancient world, as it does today in the Middle East. Water is a very serious issue. So then we get this little narrative about Yitzchak, that he goes back and he redigs his father's wells and gives them the same names that his father Abraham had given them. And then he finds, with his servants, some other wells. So usually we just read right over that, we read right past that, whatever. It's just like Yitzchak. He doesn't even dig his own wells. He stays where he went, he digs up his father's wells, and he doesn't even have new names for them. He gives them the same names Abraham gave them. But in studying Peter Pitzela on this scene this week, I came to a new appreciation. And he says Yitzchak isn't bombastic. He isn't out there doing new and creative, wonderful, amazing things. Yitzchak isn't told, like Abraham, to get up and go and do something. Yitzchak does what he does from within. And what he does is that he revalues, he redigs, he renames with the old names the wells his father's servants dug. Yitzchak respects, he recollects, he repairs. So it is true that maybe to do again, may be the core theme of Yitzchak's life. But when we take from the past and reconstruct it to meet the needs of our time, and we pass it on, we give the future hope that is connected to the past and not disjointed and something brand new. That's why you're all in this room. We could do something new. Who needs to do something at 13? They don't know anything at 13. Let's change it to 17, right? And we'll go to the beach and do a bunch. We could do that. That would be lovely to help young people come of age. We don't do that. We stay with the ancient understanding of childhood being over and young adulthood beginning right now at this crazy, awkward age of 13. We put them out in front of everybody at the most awkward time of their lives and lift them up and tell them how proud we are of them and how much they are ours. That's the value of Yitzchak, of understanding what Abraham was about and trusting that there was a future to give it to. Let us make sure we are reconstructing, reforming our tradition in ways that keep it relevant and vibrant and meaningful for the future generations. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.